might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come I need rest? No recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits.
Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, set, 50, plant. You ain't doing nothing, Bill. You ain't doing anything.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Bell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, McSorley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he's going to take this one back to the... ...37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Strip that ball.
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
This is Howard on 2nd down. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Go. 180.
58 to Mike. Rear. Switch.
Let's go. Great. 82.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's going to let this go deep and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Flush to his right. pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Here's Darnold now on second down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Go. Goodbye.
On third down, it's McSorley. He's going to air one out for Anderson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. But he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And that was a young punt, the rookie being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Henry Anderson able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
Sunday. 58.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check Nick. Man 5-7.
Check 24. Check 24.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
50. Yeah. Mike, 58 right there. Go, go, go.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
McSorley, 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
64, weak.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, with the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Jordan Howard, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The New York set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it.
They've got his man complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just 1 play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
What you got, Heavy?
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
6-man. Check curl.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
90 Wolf. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber.
The drive will start with an option going left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New York set to take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Wentz now on 1st down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
58, Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Bravo.
On 1st down, Wentz. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Brandon Copeland. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Tyson. 58 to Mike. It's coming this way. Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Jets take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards. A first down throw. Darnold gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
The Jets take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
New York set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Brings up 3rd down and 20.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. go with Howard to begin the drive. And an alley to run. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Howard working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go.
Wentz now to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles continue to roll. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Eagles 45.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 60 yards.
Let's go, defense.
Topper.
Hey, alert 3.
Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Set. 18 Gator.
53. I'm on. 53 at the mic.
Hit it.
To throw again on 2nd down. McSorley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teamates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
Watch the run.
Snap.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Hey,
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Scarborough. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
He can't hang. He's not.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunky yardage picked up there.
Ready? 8-3.
Mike 51. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Protein spill. Smooth. Check.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing on 2nd down, McSorley. Anunwa's got it, complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Crowder's got it over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Ready.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Go.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Be grip.
On 2nd down, it's McSorley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Don't get no lady. Switch it.
They'll try and pick it up with Scarborough. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Bo Scarborough, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are at least able to knock the deficit down a bit. Bryant tacks on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got an open man, it's a Nunwa. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the shotgun, McSorley. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Here goes Hunt.
42. 42's the mic.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Mike's 4-2.
Darnold on 1st down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks and the speed and quickness.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You got nothing to that. You got nothing.
To throw, it's Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Keep it rolling.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Touchdown, Eagles.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Elliott on for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Eagles 59, Jets 14. Jake Elliott.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Their catch made it with 25 yards. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get up.
Get up.
Let's get up. Let's get up.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, New York.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Now.
McSorley from the shotgun, eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding.
There we go.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw is Darnold. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. He was looking for a Nunwa there.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A run, it's Clement. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
Then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Joe Hayden there to bring him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down, Clement looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. Play action. Now Wentz. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set. 60 yards.
Bring it. Bring it.
Fire.
McSorley, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Get it.
2nd and 10, it's McSorley. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philadelphia, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down the finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. You see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But it's been all down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the